years last year, so that's not a good thing. So we'll hope for the best, but being through something like that myself, every time something happens, it's tough to come back from. So we'll know more as the week transpires here, but he's certainly for now out indefinitely.
Was it a similar type play to last year?
Kind of. He just, he got out to play the puck, and then he scrambled to get back in his net. And as he did, it's his blocker side, and he just extended his arm, and his body was trying to go back in the net, and he just tried to make a play on the puck. And anytime you get your arm out, that's when your shoulder's vulnerable, especially if you've had past history. And it was just a scramble. So I guess essentially it was similar.
We have two young goalies in residence. Would you prefer to have a number one, per se?
We'll see how it plays out. I mean, we talked enough about the job that Ken did in training camp, and looked like he's progressed in his development, and he's got a year of pro hockey under his belt. He went to Glens Falls and has done a good job there, and has been playing. So we're comfortable using him. Mackenzie's had a couple rough outings here, but that's all part of growing up too. And now we got two guys, and it should be competitive. Still going to need two goalies throughout this, regardless of what happens to Scott. So they both should be looking at this as a good opportunity to potentially take the bull by the horns and maybe be a number one. But we will. There's no question we'll use both of them.
Is there a little bit more of an unknown this year? Last year you knew what you had in Young Denis. This year you're still trying to see what these two are.
Yeah, these are young guys, and they're going to get the opportunity. So it's going to be a game-by-game, practice-by-practice basis on what we do. And they're both good young goaltenders that we want to develop. And under these circumstances, that's going to be expedited a little bit in how much they're playing. And to look at a bigger picture here, one of them needs to be ready if New Jersey needs one. So things happen quick. It's a unique position in the sense that you only get 5-6 guys maybe max in the organization. Some teams carry, but injuries, illness, anything happens, these guys are needed. It's one guy goes down and everybody bumps up the ladder, and that's where we're at right now. It's up to them to take advantage of the opportunity they're given here.
What was the thought process when you sent Appleby to ECHL as opposed to the rookie?
As opposed to what? Sorry.
As opposed to what, Blackwood?
You know what? It was a tough decision. It was there was a little bit went into their styles. Ken's had a full year of working with Clemenson. And Clemmer could spend more time, quality time with working with Blackwood here. But it was a tough decision. So Mackenzie won that, I guess, first challenge, and we needed Kenny to play as well. We kept 3 goaltenders, I think, for 2 weeks there, but it got to the point where we needed them to play, and that was really what went into the decision. And if all things were being equal, we could easily have flip-flopped them. We knew that, so we were going to start this way because they made our decision tough with how they both played. And now they're both going to get a real good opportunity to show what they can do.
How late did Appleby show up in Syracuse? Was he?
He got to the rink before all the other players and the staff, or just as the staff got there. So he made it, and he was able to play the night before and won. So he got cross country at an early morning, but. We knew Mackenzie was going to play that night, and we had an emergency guy lined up if need be.